So Phil, once again, Lewis Hamilton is the favourite for this year's Formula One World Championship, but he was disappointed last year, and I tell you, he's going to be disappointed again.
I don't think so. I think we saw in the 2 weeks of F1 testing that while Ferrari are a bit closer to Mercedes, there's not enough to show that they're ahead of them yet. Silver Arrows are still the team to beat for me.
No, I think you're wrong there, because we haven't seen it for a few years, but the Vettel finger, they're going to see plenty of it this year. That Ferrari this year, they've improved the engine, the aerodynamics, they've got them dead right. And, well, we saw in those 2 weeks just what they can do, and that's going to translate to the races.
You're quite right, we haven't seen it at all. In the last 3 years, we've seen Lewis Hamilton win 31 times. During that period, Sebastian Vettel has won 3 times, none at all last year. When the Mercedes period of dominance came along, they'd at least won once the year before, and then they became the top team. Ferrari, nothing last year. It's a massive jump for them to make. I can't see them doing it.
That is true, but if you look at the actual races rather than the results, 2 years ago, Vettel won 3 races. Last year he was in position to win at least 2, and then the team got it wrong tactically. They'll learn from those mistakes, they'll carry it forward. He's going to win a ton this year.
I'm going to switch to your argument. Let's say Ferrari are better. Why would you not back Kimi Raikkonen each way at 12 to 1 rather than Vettel at 4s?
Well, you see, that's a good point, but Raikkonen, he's a solid backup, and that's all he is. But he's getting on a bit in years, and these cars are going to be tough to drive. But in fact, it helps Vettel's championship if Raikkonen is a strong backup, because he'll stop the others from taking points off of him.
That's true. It's a long time since Vettel was fighting at the front, though. He might have got a little bit ring rust in the art of overtaking. He's not really known for that. He's only, if he's got a dominant car, he'll win. If he's competitive, I think Lewis's overtaking has always been top notch.
That is true, but this year, it's going to be harder to overtake with all the aerodynamics that they've got. And Vettel, if he gets that car on the front, he's very hard to pass, and even more so this year.
Another point, the new tyres for this year, a lot harder compound. It's much more in Hamilton's ball court and Raikkonen's as well. They like to drive the wheels off the thing, go hard from the start without the tyre degradation, which was not really Lewis's ball game. It's more of Sebastian Vettel's ideal setup, that one, managing the tyres. I think this is more for a Lewis sort of situation.
That is true, but again, in the testing on all the 4 different compounds of tyres, we saw that Ferrari, very consistent over the long runs, very fast, in all different types of conditions. They've got it dead right this year.
Well, can I just come back with one more point? Lewis last year, he had the distractions of Rosberg. Rosberg was annoying him throughout the season. Everything went wrong for Lewis, too many failures, the infighting. He won't have that with Bottas.
If Lewis doesn't get the performance that he wants, then you might see him start to throw the toys out of the pram, even without pressure from his teammate.
Well, there's another person who throws his toy out of the pram, and that is Mr. Vettel, who loves being on the radio complaining about back markers, demanding blue flags, and if he doesn't get things his own way, if it doesn't start as perfectly as they seem to expect, we could see that sort of thing going again. So I'm sticking with the favourite.
Well, it's true. They're all easily capable of acting like spoiled brats when the mood takes them, as we all know. But we'll find out on Sunday. The Australian Grand Prix is where it all starts.
It should be good.